Got a boo boo.
Yeah. Don't need a whole.
Good Sunday morning. Y'all know what it is. It's Detroit Fan Report, and we present to y'all the Bears versus the Lions pregame show. And y'all know how we do when we start off every show. Introduce y'all who we got in the building. Starting with my brother from another mother who parents don't know each other.
What's going on, man? Ready for another game? It's FTB week. Shout out Isaac. Rest in peace, man.
Show.
Let's go get this dub today.
Yes, sir. Paw.
Yep. What up, go? Let's go, Lions. Let's get this win. And shout out to once again, my mother passing away. She was like a rock in our on the other on my mom's side of the family. I really do miss her a lot, but I have to throw it out there just because just trying to get stuff off my chest as stuff goes on. But yeah, my mom passing away 2 weeks ago. So yep, my daughter going to college, starting her freshman year, and she's had a good start so far. So
good.
Thanks everybody for all the support.
Thanks,
sir.
Yeah, you appreciate it.
DC with the Eagles hat on. Let them know what you're saying.
The hell?
Fly, Eagles, fly, man. You know what time it is.
You think I ain't catch that bullshit? Go ahead.
Hey, fuck Ohio State, okay? Y'all play some sorry ass Ohio.
Y'all struggle with Youngstown State, but we didn't even go get into that, bro. Go ahead.
We didn't struggle. What are you talking about? We won 41-14.
I told you that.
You know 41-14. No, check the scoreboard again, bro. Y'all did not score 41 points. But DC, let them know where you.
We scored 41 points.
Not the 14.
3-3. So,
we ain't say nothing. We ain't got nothing bad to say about Michigan right now. But he brought up my Ohio State team when we were the number one team in the league, and y'all struggle with Ohio. What was the score that day?
I'm looking it up right now. Let's see here.
It don't matter. We won the game.
Y'all had a tough fight with Youngstown State to the fourth quarter. Youngstown State to the fourth quarter. I don't want to hear it.
41. My bad. 41-24.
Damn, Youngstown State
smoked your ass.
Bro, the Ohio State-Ohio game was a 10-point game in the fourth quarter. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Youngstown State.
37-9.
You know what? I don't care about none of that. How about the Bulldogs and Tennessee game? That was a good
Y'all pulled a nail bite.
That was a good game. That was
y'all
a good game.
Although
I knew Georgia was going to win that game. I knew Georgia was going to win it. But yeah.
Man, there was for a while.
Oh, God.
Hey, Chris, remember the dude in the stands? He knew he was going to miss that fucking kick.
Hey,
they got like he double fisted it.
But I was stressing out.
I think that was the Ohio State kicker from a couple years ago.
No. See, Ohio State kickers missed to the left. This guy missed to the right. So
still missed regardless.
Still win a national championship. But like I was saying, DC, man, let everybody know where they can find you, man.
Hey, man, boy, DC, man. Look, y'all can find me on DC Christopher on Facebook. You know, Daryl Simpson 1988 on Instagram and TikTok. And also on Twitter as well, man. So, you know, Lions gonna pull this win out today. Eagles gonna pull the win out against the Chiefs. Let's go.
Don't lie, you got a TikTok. You be trying to dance and shit. Mr. Michigan, let them know where they can find you at.
Hey, man, no, but for real, I do want to shout out Chris, man. You know, he's been going through a lot.
Yeah.
And he's still showing up on the shows, even though he said he wasn't going to at first. But, you know, me and him talked to, and I think it helped him keep his mind off things.
Yeah.
But, man, my shout out to you, bro, for keeping your head up and still coming to do these shows, even though everything you're going through. Appreciate you, brother.
And dealing with my bullshit all the time.
Well,
It ain't about you, bro.
No, I'm saying, and he plus he deal with my bullshit all the time. That's what I'm trying to say. See, I wouldn't even say that.
you guys,
Everybody,
hey,
hater.
you guys give me a good a good way to keep my mind off things. So I like doing this to keep my mind off things instead of like making it worse. It'd be different if I had challenges within this as well, but I don't. So it's a good stress relief. So I like it. I appreciate it, guys.
Oh yeah,
We appreciate you, man. Nice hat too, by the way. You can catch me on Exit Riggs 928. One Pride, baby. Go Lions.
Mike, you know I ain't forget you in the corner, man. Let everybody know where they can find you at, bro.
What's up, y'all? You can find me on
That's
X
wild.
_GAR. Let's get this win today, man. We're gonna beat the Bears.
And I don't care what anybody says. You got some good hair, man.
Hey, you know Rich be hating. He been boss since probably 1990.
Hey, I'm just jealous because you got hair.
Look at Rich.
That's all that matters.
Put that hat back on, Rich.
Oh, this is the thing. I choose unlike Chris.
Like your hairline fucked up more than mine.
No, bro, ain't nothing more fucked up than that. Ain't nothing
You
more
ain't
fucked
choose
up
that
than that.
hairline. You better put that hat back on. Put that hat back on.
Rich about ready to join the military.
All right, G.I. Jane, I got a question for you since we're going to start the show off with you.
He called him G.I. Damn.
How's that deteriorate?
It must be an Ohio thing, LeBron hairline ass.
Oh, Gary, it's something in the water. It's something in the water. All right.
All right, Rich, let's keep this professional, right?
All right. Yes, sir. Rich, first question to you is, how does the interior line hold up this game?
Man, another game together. I don't expect it to be perfect. It's going to take a couple games, but they should be better today or this week than they were last week. I mean, that's all you can look for, man. You just want to see progressions. You definitely don't want to see regression. So as long as I see progression, I'm okay. Your tackle's going to have to help him out too. That's Sewell on the right side. He's going to have to help out. Decker, hopefully his health is good, but I mean, we'll see where this team is only going to go as far as our offensive line takes us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Not me?
Bandit. Somebody.
Bandit
I'm stuck.
Bandit fell asleep.
I'll answer the question.
No, my daughter was there. My daughter was crying. I'm sorry. My bad. Go ahead, Daddy.
I don't care how they hold up. Just do it. Just hold up. Figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm tired of always, I think they're going to do this, and then they come out and they don't do anything. Like right now, I'm in the mindset of I don't have any predictions. I don't care how it's done. I just want it done. Just figure it the fuck out. Get the communication issues figured.
Mm-hmm.
These veterans on this whole line, Decker, Sewell, and Graham, need to become more vocal leaders and get this shit figured out.
Yep.
Because last week was just, I think even either Graham or Decker said it. They were running two different plays.
Yep.
Like two
was
different.
Decker.
It was Decker. Yeah.
Yep.
So
Yep.
that can't fly this week. It can't. They need to. I'm sure they got it figured out. I'm sure they worked on it. But just go out there and do it. No more talk. Just go out there and prove it on the field.
Mike.
Yeah, I agree with both of y'all. Like, they're going to have to go out there and do it. And I think this week will be a little bit easier because you're not on the road. You're at home. So it's definitely going to be quiet when they're on offense. But no excuse. Even on the road, you got to have the right communication. You got to be running the right plays. Like, that was the worst run block game I've ever seen in the Dan Campbell era. That looked like the lines of the past was at the bottom. Yeah, it looked like the lines of the past. We were always at the bottom of the rushing stats every year to year. So they got to get that on point because I think that prevented us from winning the game last week. The offense, passing wise, when I looked at the tape, 22 film, it actually looked decent. Like it wasn't perfect pass protection, but it was way better in the run blocking game. So they got to get that fixed today, and I think they will. So hopefully they do it.
OG, triple OG, Paw Paw.
So, yeah, I agree with the guys. I mean, if you and I can see why the run was a lot worse than the pass. The pass is more steadfast. It's more a normal line. Whereas like with our offense, a lot of the run plays has guards and stuff pulling, so they have to know their timing and where they have to be. Which is that goal line one with Gibbs running up the middle, where Rutledge just completely vacated the middle.
That was Monty.
Was it Monty? Okay, yeah. So completely vacated the middle, and we could have ended up with a safety. Like that stuff is the stuff that's all timing, and like Rich said in the beginning, it's all reps. You need to do it, and this is put up or shut up. You're in a comfort zone. You're back at Ford Field. Everything is normal. You're at your same like freaking locker area. You can't have that anymore. You definitely cannot have that anymore.
DC, the only reason why I put you last is because you came out here with your Eagles hat. But how do we get
Goddamn right. You goddamn right. Like I said, I agree with all the guys, man. You know, like just come on and just take care of business, man. Chicago Bears, to be honest with you, man, their defensive line is not going to be better. They're not going to out physical the Lions' offensive line. That's just plain and simple. The Bears' defensive line, to me, overrated. They trash to me. The Lions should win that battle. Open up them, let's say the running game to play action. They'll be fine, man. Lions, if these guys play together, you know what I'm saying, and open up the running holes from the running game and the play at your passes and all this stuff, should be fine. Should blow the Bears out with ease, no problem.
There's some other parts of this too that we're not getting at either, because, and I'm sure a lot of y'all know, and I'm sure a lot of other people know too, but with the Lions, everything sets up something else. So like Rich has said on several shows, he's like, well, all these people in our group chats always say, well, this like with the Packers, this is trash. Well, if you don't get to the second and third levels, you don't know if those corners are trash. I still think like the Green Bay, even though I watched that game on Thursday, I still think their corners are not that good. It's just they're not allowing you to get downfield.
Right.
They're not allowing you to attack their corners.
Yeah.
Letting them get exposed at all.
Yeah.
So that makes them worse, because if those corners do happen to be good, man, Packers are going to be good.
Yeah.
I'm with
and then you look at, when you look at that Monday night game when the Bears play the Vikings, you really look at that game. I mean, yes, the Bears, the first half they was playing okay, but you really look at that second half, Minnesota made some adjustments. They out physical, that offensive line out physical them, especially in the second half. They saw something what you could do to that Bears defense, and I think with the Lions, from what they went through against Green Bay last week, they can do so. They could definitely get it together and take care of business against Chicago Bears. Like I said, the Bears' defensive line they can't do anything. To be honest, unless our offensive line is self-inflict and they get to Jared Goff. But otherwise, the Bears' defensive line is not going to do anything, and you can attack their defense, and that's what Minnesota did. Minnesota attacked their defense. They made some adjustments, and they attacked their defense in the second half.
Minnesota got proven linemen, though, right now, bro. That's one thing right now we're talking about, their interior line.
Yeah.
So, go ahead, Rich.
Yeah, I'm with Dede what he said earlier, man. I've been on this, but everyone else, like, you can't ever, talk down another, position group from us. They get paid just like we do, and they got Grady Jarrett. So you got a veteran going up against a rookie.
And Montez Sweat.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's still Grady Jarrett, and he might not be prime Grady Jarrett, But you don't think he's got some tricks in his bag that these rookies haven't seen?
Yeah,
That's true.
And
Like,
That's true.
Montez Sweat could come out, decide to put a hair up his booty and dominate Decker. I mean, like, we just got to play. I get so tired of Lions fans. Oh, they're trash. Oh, we're going to dominate. Oh, it's 100. And then guess what happens? We lose or the game is close, and then everyone's disappointed. Man, you set yourself up for that.
Not to mention we're playing an in-division rival too. They're always going to be playing hard against us, anyways. And we're not chasing anybody anymore. They're all chasing us. So we're gonna get everybody's best game, which means that sometimes the players on those teams get up for the particular game. So they may not do anything the whole season, but for some reason, the one game we played against them, that guy that we thought was trash is going to play his best game against us.
Well,
that way
not to mention that, and to me, this is the ace in the hole for them. If they like Ben Johnson, you don't think they want to get his first win against his former team in our house?
That's true. That's true. And he also,
so like Chris said, they might play extra hard. They might have, woke up at 6 o'clock instead of 7 o'clock. They might have had, a couple extra Red Bulls. I mean,
yeah, you're right, Rich. You're right. And then on top of that too, this is a must. To me, it's more of a must win for the Lions because you lose this game today. We got to go to Baltimore next Monday night.
Yep.
With that team, even though I know they lost last week,
and
that team in their building, that's not going to be a pretty sight. So this game right here, I know it's a division round. Y'all, you, Chris and Rich, y'all made great points. Everybody made great points. When I looked at that game Monday night against the Bears against the Vikings.
Can't look forward to that game right now Monday night. We got to worry about this game on Sunday.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying this, that the Lions could expose that. If they come out and play right and play smart, they can expose that Bears defense. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
They can do that. If they play the right way and they don't look back what happened last week, forget about last week. If they do that, the Lions should be fine. I'm plain and simple. The Bears is not a team that's they're gonna surprise everybody to make the playoffs and all that. No, we got to win this game, so we got to and then worry about Baltimore next.
All right, let's get to the next topic because we're running out of time. We do want to catch the game on time. So next topic we're gonna get to. I'm gonna let Mike take it first. How can Jared Goff get this offense going, man?
Well, he can get this offense going. It depends on the offensive line, and I'm gonna go back to the run blocking. That's what prevented us last week from scoring. They were moving the ball up and down the field even without a run game, but when your running backs are getting hit in the backfield 16 out of 22 carries, it ain't much you can say for that. That's a terrible offensive line performance. They can get that running game back on track today. Goff is going to have that offense singing. I think that's the key.
Rich.
Yeah, I mean, Mike hit it right on the head, and all I'm going to add to that is, Goff just, protect the ball, don't turn it over, and, just take what the defense gives you. If it's there, it's there. If it's not, it's not.
Yeah.
But
Chris.
You muted.
Sorry about that. I'm allowed that once in a blue moon. Hey, Mike. Hey, Mike. When you watched the All 22, correct?
Yes, I did.
Did you? Okay, and I know I'm gonna. Was Goff a little bit more nimble? Like, it seemed like to me that he was not that. Like he had to run. He had to run a lot more, and you don't want that.
Yeah.
But did you see him escaping a little bit more than normal?
Yeah, he's definitely. I say over the years that he's been in Detroit, he's definitely got better at that and improved that part of his game. He's definitely got more crafty. And
not that I want him to do that. I'm just saying, like,
he got married. That's what it was.
I also say watching the 22. I will say, like, once again, like, I was impressed with the pass blocking. It wasn't perfect, but for the majority, it was decent. And And when I saw the routes and stuff, because I was worried, like, if were they all short, were they all going in the same direction? They had some good stuff called and called up, but Green Bay, I mean, they weren't allowing none of it, man. Like they had some good coverage out there. So I only seen like 2-3 times where Goff maybe could have went somewhere else with the football, but the check
Okay.
downs that he was throwing, I mean, that's all that was there. That's all that was there when you
I was
watch
gonna
it.
say, like, he didn't have much time to throw it, so there was no time for
He
them.
did. He had like 2 to 3 seconds. It came out. He had some of the best time.
He had,
Oh,
he had
that's
about
right.
He had
Huh.
about three. Yeah, he had time. He had about 3 seconds per throw or whatever. But just
Hmm.
when you look at when you get the chance to watch the film and see what the defense was doing, like in their coverage, like it was just not nowhere else to go with the football on the
But
majority of those throws. So he
Oh,
made the
okay.
right play.
it's like
Okay.
Mike said,
Oh,
it all starts with the running game. So if Green Bay can stop you with the run game with the front seven, then they can just put everyone else in the back. And that's what happened with the Commanders too, right? So it's
Mm-hmm.
going to start. People are going to have to figure out how to beat the Packers to where they're going to
Yep.
have to start bringing guys up.
Yeah,
yeah.
because you gotta figure out how to run the ball because it was just too much predictable down and distance all throughout the game. Like it was never like we're used to getting those third and shorts or those
Yeah.
third and fives we could turn into 4th and 2 or 4th and 1. It wasn't a lot of opportunities out there like that. We got one fourth down opportunity. We converted on that, but it was not the majority of opportunities we've been getting throughout the past 2-3 seasons. It was not.
Yeah, because I started seeing them, like, as the game progressed. They started bringing their linebackers tighter. They started bringing their corners, and they started rushing their corners from time to time. So they were taking chances when they knew that we couldn't do much else.
Yep,
So
they were
that,
taking chances, and then on top of that, they were able to take those chances because they're up 3 scores. Like once you
yep,
go up 17-0, you can take more risk on defense. Like you
yep,
don't have to play it safe. You don't have to play tit for tat. You can take a little more dare. So yeah, we
yeah,
got we got to just fix the run game. That's the majority thing I've seen when I watched the 22. Like we just got to fix the run game because we were still in that game. We were still moving the ball up and down the field. We just weren't converting in the red zone, and we weren't putting sevens on the board.
yep, yeah. That third, like, we were good all the way to the end of the third quarter. We were still within striking distance easily, and but yet we still didn't play a good game at all. So I mean,
Yep, I agree with that, Chris. I felt more encouraged after watching it because we did not play a good game at all, and
yeah.
we were still in that game for the majority of that game. For like 90% of that game, we were there. We were there.
Even Mike, even Shepard said that in his press conference. At first, he was displeased with his defensive performance, but once he watched the tape a second and third time, realized they really didn't play that bad.
And I will say on the defensive side of the ball, they had to be better with communication as well. They
Yes.
weren't communicative out there when they came to covering the receivers and passing stuff off if they were going to pass stuff off, or it was just a lot of stuff that was lacking communication wise. It's that
Right.
because everybody wants to point to Terry on, but Reed didn't have the best game either, and he
No.
No.
gave up that one crosser, but actually on that same drive. He gave up another crosser underneath, but instead of going with the cross route, Love went deep to Kraft. He tried to hit Kraft on Campbell, and he missed that shot. But that route was wide open again. And then when they ran it again for the second time that drive, he hit the crosser, and it's like weren't communicating. Like, hey, are you going to take this guy? Am I passing this guy off to you, or is this my man? Or am I covering him the whole way? Like, it was a lot of stuff miscommunication wise, not just the offense, but on the defensive side of the ball as well.
Yeah. Now I agree. Everything you saying, Mike, and everything you said was spot on. I think also too. I think John Moore just got to open up the playbook a little bit more. I think he was being wait. I know it was the first game last week, but I think he just need to open it up a little more. Like I said, everything you spot on about the running game, they got to open up for them to get the running game going to get it easier for play at your passes, get the, say get our offense flowing. I think John Moore just need to open up the playbook a little bit more and so we get this offense going because I know him being his first year as an offensive coordinator, it's going to take time. Like you said, it's that same what happened with Ben Johnson. When Ben Johnson first got there, it took some time. What I'm saying, and like to the offense to to everybody being on the same page. So, I think that Golf is gonna get this offense going. I think John Moore is gonna come up with some schemes and better play calling to get this offense going. So
Dave, your thoughts?
How to get the offense going? Just be in command, man. Just get command of it. He needs to be a vocal leader out there too. He's a veteran. We as a fan base we expected more than what we got last week. I didn't watch the L-22, but from some of the clips I have seen, we kind of got to give Green Bay credit where credit is due. It wasn't just all on us. Green Bay played a hell of a game on defense.
Yeah.
They knew what we were doing before we knew what we were going to do, to be honest with you. And it also all leads back to those 5 fat guys on the front. Those 5 fat guys got to get it together, man. Communication's got to be better all around, and the run game. If our run game isn't going, our offense pretty much is dead.
One-dimensional.
Because our offense is based on play action, and if we can't get our run game going, nobody's going to sit there and honor our play action because they're like, they're just going to try to chuck it deep or throw the ball. Period. So the run game and the O line is the biggest factor for me today, and how to get the offense going and just do it. Like Nike says, just do it, just get it going, man.
Mike.
I don't have anything else to put out. I went already, but I agree with that. That was my main point: get the run game going, and the offense is going to open up more. But it's surprising what they were able to do from a football standpoint without the run game last week, because it was just non-existent.
Let's stick right there to the run game. I got a question for you all. We just do this open discussion. Should Monty get a bigger role this game? Just saying.
I wouldn't be opposed to it. Go ahead.
I wouldn't be opposed to it either, because actually looking at both the running backs last week with the lack of blocking, Demo was the more effective back because he was getting a little bit, even though there wasn't no blocking in front of him. Gibbs, he was slipping and sliding all over the place. But I would say if you definitely have another game like that where the offensive line is not going to help much, Monty should get some more carries.
Yeah,
I agree.
It's funny because I noticed. Now that you say that, I noticed that a lot. It wasn't just Detroit, but that field was really slick. A lot of people were falling down and slipping. So
I said that, but we couldn't. Make that excuse though.
Yeah, it's not an excuse. It was just I think Limbo has natural grass, don't they?
Yes, they do.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, I saw them slipping. A lot of people slipping, and I was just like, they need to put those extra long spikes in, because I know you can get adjusted spikes, but yeah,
it was like that on, I believe, on a Thursday night when they played Washington.
Yeah,
it was like that right. Thursday night. They was guys, but like I said, there's no excuse. You got to go on. Got to play.
You know what thing you can do on natural grass you can't do on artificial turf? You don't get that much of injury, so you can't complain about that grass being slick when the players.
I like natural grass. Yeah, I'd much rather have every team in the league put natural grass in, but that's just me.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Rich. I was just about to call on you. Go ahead.
The advantage, I think, like I see how they want to, turn the keys over to Gibbs or whatever. That's fine. He is the playmaker. But the advantage you get with Monty is, if the blocking is not great, he's harder to bring down. So he can, kind of like a old school game, just pound it, because he's going to go straight forward. He's not trying to go east to west. You're
right, and I feel like Monty being in there first, he kind of put that pound in and loosen up the defense. So when Gibbs do get in there, he do what he got to do to get wiggle out. So
because when they last week, man, they come out to hit Gibbs, like it was like damn near everything was going to him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Everything, but he had 10 catches for 31 yards. Blech. That's disgusting. Then he
That's
had
nasty. That's nasty.
That's nasty. Like they were trying to go to him, but it just wasn't working. It's kind of like in which that's insanity, right? What's insanity? try the same thing over and over and get the same result.
Yeah.
So sometimes you have to abandon your game plan and go to something different if it ain't working.
Yeah. That's true.
Yep.
Yep.
Once
Can't know.
again, you gotta do in-game changes. Like it can be minute, but you gotta progress as the game goes on. You can't wait till there's a timeout, or you can't wait until there's a break in the action to make your game. You got to be in game. Oh shoot, our blocking is not doing good. We may have to put Monty in on a regular basis because he's going to get us 3 or 4 yards after being like wrapped up by 5 guys. Like whereas Gibbs is going to get taken down when there's no hole.
Yep.
You got to make the little decisions. Hey, unfortunately, we got to throw short. So how are we going to open up so we can throw deep? We may have to bring in an extra tight end to block, or we may have to, you have to do those in-game moves, which is one thing that was a real bad thing last year that we had. Is like we waited till a break in the action to make a change. I need to see in-game moves on a regular.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right. We'll start with you, Mike, on our next topic. You've been showing out preseason, and you showed out with that beautiful catch last week. How many snaps do you think Tesla should get?
Definitely, she should get an uptick. He should get more, and Campbell did say that after the game. Said they will get him more involved. He will get more plays. He missed a lot of practice. He was sick for a bit, so that's why his role was less to only 3 snaps. But he'll definitely get more than 3 snaps this week. So expect him to be out there, and he'll be an impact player, man. This is the receiver we've been asking for years. Ever since this regime took over. All the pre-draft process, we've always said we need the X receiver, whether we were doing this show or whether we were talking in a group chat or on the phone. We always were begging for an X receiver. He's that X, and he's going to prove to be an X factor throughout the season.
Sure, Day.
Be honest with you, I don't really care how many
Day-Day
snaps
look
he
different.
gets. Huh?
Nothing. He put me back on the screen.
Oh, damn, my hair got crazy. Look like my hair now. I really don't.
They gonna change colors, y'all.
I really don't care how many snaps he gets. Really,
You about to buy a Tesla jersey? What you mean you don't care?
Because I don't, man. I really right now I don't care. I want to see, as far as working him in, fine. But me paying attention to how many snaps he gets, it's kind of irrelevant right now because we need to get our other big boy weapons involved. We need to get the J-Mos involved, the Amaras. We need to get him on track. Laporta, Gibbs, Monty. We need to get the staple of this offense going first before we worry about our rookie wide receiver. Yeah, he's made some fantastic plays. The catch last week was unbelievable. But as far as me wondering how many snaps he could get, I don't really care. I don't.
I love that answer.
I will say one more thing. He needs to get red zone snaps.
Oh, one at a time. Go ahead, Mike. Yeah,
my bad. I didn't mean to jump. But I will say one thing is he needs to get some red zone snaps at least, man. We get to the red zone, we got to put our best red zone players out there, and if he can make catches like that in the end zone, he need to be out there, especially with his size and height.
So I was about to say, like I'm in between both Mike and Day. Like I don't really care how much he gets because we got to get our top guys out and get catches. They got to get into the fold more. Tesla can get stuff, but red zone would be, that's where I'd love to have him at. Like when we get in the red zone, I want to see him a little bit more. That's why I was kind of in between both of them.
See, that's where I'm going to disagree with Day. When your offense is struggling, so I agree with Day about getting the other guys involved. Okay, you're not going to find no disagreement. Where I do disagree is when your offense is struggling, he's proven he can be a jump ball guy. Man, that can help. That can help get the ball down. You know what I'm saying? When you ain't got nothing else, screw it. Jump ball it. You know what I mean? Hey, we remember Kenny Galladay around here, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, however you can get the ball down the field, by all means necessary. So if that's what it takes, then hey, so because I was looking for him last week. I'd be like, is he out here yet? Is he out here yet? And who knows, So I agree with getting other ones in, but man, there's I see some areas where he can help. Red zone. If you're struggling in the passing game, heck, go get a jump ball. Because as much as we love JMO and St. Brown, they're not jump ball guys. They're just not.
No, you're right.
So I'm gonna be honest. I agree. I agree a lot of things with Day was saying. My thing is we not should be worried about how many snaps he should be, getting today. Our thing is though, let's get our big boys, like you said, Day saying, let's get our big main primary guys that involved before we worry about Tesla. Yes, and I agree. Far as like you said, in red zone situations, yes, saying put them in some red zone situations because a lot of teams is going to go out the St. Brown. They're going to go out the J-Mo. They're going to even Laporta. They could create a one-on-one matchup with Tesla. Yeah, I agree with that. But as far as how many snaps he should get, like I said, I don't care. He's a rookie. He's gonna work more into this offense. So it really, I'm like, I agree with that. I really don't care. How many snaps he'll get. So as long as he get the opportunity, the red zone opportunities, yes. But as far as how many snaps, he's a rookie. He got a long football career ahead of him. So
Yeah, I mean, even though I've already said my piece, I think Tesla. Like I said, I'm between Mike and Day on whether or not they should. I think red zone's fine. I don't think that. I don't think we'll see too much outside of that, but who knows?
yeah,
Who
and
knows?
the only way you might see more in snaps to say, God forbid, hoping nothing doesn't happen to J Moore.
Don't even say
St.
it.
Brown.
Don't even say
Blah
it.
blah
Don't
blah
even say it.
blah
No,
blah
Don't
blah
even
no, I'm
say
just
it.
blah
no,
blah.
I'm just saying, like we don't wish that. We don't wish that any football player, any player, period. But you know how the game is in the
It is.
NFL. Injuries always happen. So
Yeah.
yeah, so I think that's when you might see Tesla get more opportunities. You know
You
what I'm saying?
the one thing in your
It's crazy.
I don't know how many Eagle or how many Lions games you watch, but the big thing um Jared Goff and receivers is it's a timing thing with him.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So and it does, and a lot of times it takes more than a full season to get timing down with his receivers. Like he's got to trust you. The only reason why he threw it in the back of the end zone and whatnot is because that's a last ditch effort to get a catch or whatnot. Like that throw is high and he still made a catch. So
Yeah.
it's all timing with Jared Goff. So if you don't see many snaps from him in the game, I mean, he's still trying to get the timing down with the receiver. So
Absolutely.
yeah,
Absolutely. And that's what a lot of teams in the NFL. It's timing. It's timing. You're absolutely right, Chris. It's timing.
Donkey Kong said, "I'm seeing 6-11, fellas. Shit happens. Mike McDaniels will be available for offense."
If we go 6-11, we need to do some wholesale changes.
I don't see 6-11. I disagree with that. I'd see maybe 10-7, even with the tough schedule. I see 10-7. Still make the playoffs.
If we
yeah.
It's
go
gonna be a
6-11, we
dogfight.
got to get rid of some people.
Yeah, 6-11. That's
If we end up 6-11, that means somebody was not. I mean, was nobody made changes. There was no wholesale changes throughout the season. They did not make it like it was the first game of the season every single week.
Yeah.
I doubt
Brad
that.
Holmes, if we go 6-11, Brad Holmes will be on the hot seat.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, no, he won't be on the hot seat.
Well, I'm just
Dan
saying.
Campbell will be on the hot seat.
It wouldn't be Dan Campbell.
Yeah, Campbell would definitely be.
Sorry, time
you
out,
know
time
what?
out,
You
time
know
out,
what?
time out,
Hey,
time
hey,
time out, time out, time out. Let me
Get
go.
him,
Let me
Dave.
go.
Get him,
Let
Go
Dave.
ahead, Dave. Go ahead,
let me
Dave.
go.
Go ahead. Go
Let
ahead.
me go. Let
Go
me
ahead,
go.
Dave.
Why does Dan never get any blame or any criticism, bro? It's always the coordinator. It's Brad Holmes. It's Jared Goff. When are we going to start putting blame on Dan Campbell for some of these struggles, bro? This dude never catches any kind of shade for anything. Yeah, we'll say something about, oh, well, he mismanaged the clock. Okay. When are we going to start saying, well, Dan, maybe Dan's not making the right call, or maybe Dan's not putting these players in the same position or best position? I
Yeah.
have never seen a coach escape criticism like I have Dan Campbell.
It's
I
because
have
the shit that
never.
he is, the shit that
Because
he
they
does.
love him, man. Because they
Go
love
ahead,
him
Mike.
so much. Because they love him so much. I agree with Day on this topic right here. Because he does escape criticism. I think the reason he does escape criticism a lot is because it's what do I want to call it? Like he doesn't lie, man. He doesn't lie. He's very honest with the media. He's very honest with the fans. Like he tells you what it is, and that's all throughout the whole process. That's in preseason, regular season. He'll tell you if he don't feel like they had the players out there ready to
Yep.
play, which they clearly didn't have them out there ready to play week one. We
Yep.
forgot to even touch on that about this part of the show because we talked about it last week. But Green Bay coming into that game, they were much more prepared to play the Detroit Lions than the Detroit Lions were prepared to play Green Bay Packers. So
Yeah.
The
Absolutely.
Lions looked like it was like they were ready just to play football. They weren't
Yeah,
ready to play the
and
Packers.
and
They
right,
were ready to play.
and
Yep.
I'm gonna
right.
say like I say that I agree with you, David. Like Dan Campbell, he definitely, if Evans goes 6-11, he definitely should be in the hot seat. But I also agree with Bandit too that Brian Holmes should be in as well because of the simple fact Brian Holmes, you the one who's making these decisions
He
with
orchestrated this
player and
team.
personnel, yeah, with the team. So yeah, just like Brian Holmes, like we went from up to a progression. We went to the NFC Championship game 2 years ago. And then last year had the best record in the NFC with 15-2, losing the divisional round, didn't make it back to the NFC Championship game. And
I,
then you're talking going 6-11 and don't make the playoffs, possibly last in the division. Definitely Dan Campbell definitely get blamed. I agree with Dave. Dede. Like, how is it everybody else get all the blame? Like we last year, people was blaming Aaron Glenn. People was blaming Ben Johnson, but wasn't blaming Dan Campbell. But nah,
I feel like this when it comes to Brad. Just like when he was with the Rams, he orchestrated that team to be a good team, solid playoff team. But they didn't win a Super Bowl until after he left.
Yeah, but they still had his players though.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Chris.
So the thing
He
is that
orchestrated that team until they made that big trade. They didn't win that Super Bowl until after.
the only thing that you give Brad Holmes criticism for is when he drafts a player that ends up doing nothing, or he ends up not doing what you'd hope. Then you have issues.
But
All
a
right,
G, but a
go ahead.
GM is always going to have a longer leash than the coach.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They hired the coach before they hired the GM, so they didn't come in together. You can't say
I'll
that.
say
in
this, I'll say this too because
Go ahead, Mike.
Go ahead,
I don't
Mike.
think we're going 6-11. But if we were to go 6-11, I don't think any guy would be on the hot seat. Not Dan or Brad. Like we literally were in the NFC Championship game 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So
I mean, they both.
back.
Oh, sorry, Mike. I'm sorry.
Oh, no problem. We won back-to-back divisions. Like they've never won the NFC North before at all before this regime, and they've been in the NFC North for 20 years. So
That's and so I was going to go into that with that's why the coach gets so much leash is because we put him on such a high pedestal, and you'd think that if you put him on that high pedestal, you should treat him as such. But that's the problem. We haven't like this much success condensed so quickly. People are just so high on our front office for doing what they've done in such a short period of time that they don't want to give them, they're not going to put them on a short leash. They're going to be like, yeah, now you can make like 1,500 mistakes until we see otherwise. Like, unfortunately, you're right, Dede. I know you're shaking your head, but you're right. You have to call a spade a spade. Like when you sit back and like they're not doing well, the closest person to the players is who?
Coach.
The coach. Yeah.
And a lot of you guys know I'm the first one. I call Brad Holmes out all the time. I do.
Yes,
like
you do.
my Brad Holmes take. Not a lot of people like it, and it's fully understandable why they don't like it. But I mean, sometimes you got to call out the front office and the coaching staff. And And this fan base does not like. You cannot say one word bad about Dan, one word bad about Brad, or you're what were they saying the other day? Oh, you're hating.
We
You're
just lost
hating
2
them.
subscribers.
Yeah.
100.
It-
100. The
it's,
number one hater.
we already know the number one protected player on the team is in the group chat.
Jared Goff.
It is not Jared
It's
Goff,
not.
man.
It's not.
Not.
It is.
It's not. No, it's not.
It's your guy by a landslide, but we'll get to that time.
No. We ain't doing this today, y'all. We ain't doing this.
No,
We
we gotta
ain't
see
got time.
We gotta see how the game play today. Because I tell you what, if you don't show up today, I'm gonna be on his ass.
Oh, preseason.
Oh, you're gonna be hating, Mike. You're
show.
gonna be criticizing. You're gonna be critical of me. Hating or critical of me.
All right, Danny, I'm gonna let you start the next topic, man. We go after this time. We gonna get into the defense. But we was talking about it a little bit earlier, man. How do we get these playmakers more involved, man?
I think we've kind of all we've talked about it a few times already. If that old line ain't going, if that old line ain't cooking, nothing's gonna work. And so basically, it all boils down to that old line, and communication.
Baby oil.
Dave,
No Diddy.
Mike.
Hey, Diddy over here. Dave Diddy.
No Diddy.
oh my gosh.
No Diddy.
Hey, at least with that baby oil, they moving. If you want that baby oil, at least you're moving. So maybe we do need some baby oil up in Fort Field, man. Nah, man, but we just got to get communication and get back to what we do. There was a thing that came out this week from, I want to say it was the Detroit Sports Podcast. He asked Dan Campbell what's going on with the offense. How come we didn't see many motions? And Dan basically shot it down like, yes, we did.
What'd you say about Jared?
We did.
What'd you say about Jared?
We didn't, man. Like our offense looked totally different in that first game. There was not a whole lot of motion. So maybe just get a little bit more creative with the play call and the pre-snap motion and shit like that. Just get creative, but don't get cute, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Chris.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with Day. Like, just, I mean, even if you have to get back to basics, like a lot of people always say that, get back to basics, get back to what you know. Don't get so conservative. But as the game progresses, you have to open it up. So once again, it's all, we are started based on our run game. If our run game isn't going, it makes us one dimensional, and then it's really tough. So once again, O-line, run game, then we can open it up. But we'll see. Maybe we'll come out throwing on the first down. Who knows?
Hopefully.
I mean, it does. It starts with the O-line, starts with the running game. And I mean, guys just got to win their one-on-one matchups, period. Whether it's a receiver, tight end, running back, any offensive line, you just got to win your matchups. I've said this plenty of times, and what made me really think of this, I was thinking, oh, well, Ben, you can't really run the same, offense he had because he'll know how to. But regardless, you got to win your matchup. If you beat your guy one-on-one, it don't matter what they know. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, that's what it comes down to. You just gotta communicate and win your matchup. You do that, we'll be fine.
Mike.
Yeah, I agree with all the guys, and I agree with Dave. I think we tackled this quite a bit throughout the show, so I'm not gonna be a dead horse. Just win your matchup and know what you're doing in the run game, and we'll be a-okay. I do want you to put that comment from Chris Bird up on the screen again.
Yes, sir. Dean King, sir.
I totally agree with that comment. I'm not hitting the panic button on Morton or the offense or nothing like that, but if they can't get it done today versus Chicago, we're going to have some deeper discussions. And the same for that front four. Same for that front four. No, that's my bad. I should have kept on going. But same for that pressure for the front four. I'm kind of – are we getting to the defense in some of these topics?
Yeah, we're going to defense next.
Okay, yeah. I'll save it for next segment then.
DC. Let me check on my daughter.
I agree with everybody on the panel that was saying, man. Like I have nothing else to add. You know, like you said, just win your matchups. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, John Morton opened the playbook, get the offensive line. It's like I said, start with the offensive line. We've been, like I said, we've discussed it already. So I have nothing else to add. You know, it's just I agree with all the guys what they saying. So
All I'll say is, man, we can't afford to go 0-2 in this division. We
oh
can't.
no, oh
No.
no, oh
I'm
no.
not even looking forward to that Baltimore game. I'm not even talking about that right now. I'm just talking just division. You go 0-2 in this division, it's gonna be hell the
Yeah.
rest of the year.
Oh
Hell the
yeah.
rest of the year.
And not only you go 0-2 in that division, like I said, you right there. You gotta go to Baltimore at Baltimore, and on top of that, you probably have to go to Cleveland, and and then you
Yeah, but
got
them
Cleveland, which they got a good defensive line. They just offense is terrible,
If
so that's
if
not
you're
going to be easy either.
if you're not beating the Bears, I mean, the rest of the teams on our schedule are better than them. Every single team is better than them. That unless the Bears come out and like freaking win like 12 games or something like that. But if the Bears are the Bears and we still can't beat them, we can't beat another team on our schedule. The rest are just as hard, if not harder. So I mean, what do you do then?
When you got this one of the toughest schedules in football, and if we come out and go 0-2 today, it's not gonna. This schedule is so brutal, especially we going on the road. We playing against a lot of these playoff teams from last year. So it's we got it. That's to say, this is important. We have to win this game today.
Yeah,
Have
because
to win this game today.
we go on
We
the road. We after the Browns, we go on the road against the Bengals, who are charged up after last year. Then we got to play the Chiefs. And now, granted, we get Buccaneers at Lions,
yeah, but
but
that's a tough game too.
That's
yep.
a tough game.
And then
Look at Tampa.
The Vikings in division. And then we go back to a rematch with the Commanders in DC. Then we play the Eagles
That's
at
not gonna happen.
in Philly. I mean, the Giants, we get a breather a little bit, and then we're back to the Packers. The Cowboys could be good by then. Who knows? The Rams are
Nah,
always pissed tough.
Cowboys ain't gonna be good. Fuck the
no,
Cowboys.
they
They're
ain't
trash.
doing nothing. No,
They
they
do
not
shit.
They
doing nothing.
probably not, but you don't know what they're going to do. Sorry, I'm
Yeah, I
trying
do.
to.
Yeah, I do. I know if the Cowboys are gonna be good. They're not.
Yeah, I hate the Cowboys. I don't want them doing nothing. But go ahead.
I
Yeah,
think even though you're an Eagles fan, I probably hate the Cowboys more than you do.
well, yeah.
And then
Ask
you
these
got
guys.
Pittsburgh. And then
Ask
you
these
got and then
guys.
and then,
I have
and then the
a
Lions. You
huge
got
disdain for
Pittsburgh.
Dallas.
And the Lions got Pittsburgh coming to town. And if Pittsburgh played like that, what they did week 1, and you already know their defense is going to step up. You already know it. And you got Pittsburgh. Oh man.
Yep.
The same Pittsburgh team that allowed 30 something points to the Jets. I ain't worried about Pittsburgh.
Oh, you better be worried about
Big day,
Pittsburgh.
day.
If
I'm
Aaron
not worried
Rodgers
about
play,
Pittsburgh. I'm worried about the Bears.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
hey, yeah, and I'm worried about Michigan and Central Michigan. Yeah, 63-3. Yeah, I'm worried about Ohio State being Ohio. Yeah.
Huh?
I'm with
No,
You
you,
did not
Rich.
make
Huh?
no point there, bro.
Huh?
and we got
You did not make no point there, bro.
We got to go to defense. We got to go to defense. We got to go to
Bye,
defense.
y'all.
Yeah.
Roll with the defense. Let's go.
All right, Mike, since you brought it up first, I'm going to go to you first with you first. You know, you hit on the point before I even put the nail in the coffin. What you expected from us this game, man?
Oh, here we go.
So the
Mike,
defense.
say a camera on for this.
I'm
You got
gonna.
me chicken.
I'm gonna
Hey,
come out
Mike.
concerned.
Mike,
Yeah,
make sure you
I don't want
tiptoe.
the Hutch maniacs to come and kill me, man. But I want to say I'm concerned of what the defensive game plan is going to be up front because I saw Caleb how he was moving last week. This dude was moving at the drop of a hat. He looked better rushing last week than he ever did last year. Last year he was so
Yeah.
clumsy, like it, and he looked like he dropped some weight too. Either way, he looked much better rushing the ball. So my concern is, are they going to allow these guys to rush on the edge and the interior, or are they going to be just sitting there trying to contain him within the pocket and make him throw the ball? Because if they go with that,
Coverage.
yeah, if they go with that and make him throw the ball and prove he can be accurate, then we won't have much to go off from a pass rusher standpoint and wanting to get sacks, because that's the game plan. So that's what I'll be looking at to see what their game plan up front is, because it might be them just sitting there and containing him within the pocket. Man, take that shit off, man. Let me turn my camera on. Hold up. Put Rich back on the screen with me. Take that shit off, man. Take that shit off.
He got to do
What is
something first, right,
Yes.
Mike?
Yeah, bro. Like, can he get a tackle this week, Rich? Can he get a tackle, please?
Not tackle.
Can he get one tackle?
Can he get some help, please?
Oh my
We're gonna talk about
God.
it next.
Here we
We're
go.
gonna talk about it next.
You
We're gonna talk about it next.
Not,
We're gonna talk about it next.
If the kicker beats him in this week too, and he has one tackle versus us having 0 tackles,
Shout out
Mike.
Jake.
Not Mike.
Jake
Not Mike.
Bates.
Hey, Mike. I'm gonna have to
Uh-huh.
disagree. Hey, Mike. You can't blame Hutch for that game last week, bro. I mean, he was getting double teamed.
Oh my
You
God.
cannot sit up here
He
and
the
try to
only
throw
elite
him.
edge. He the only elite edge in the game that gets double teamed, y'all. He the only elite edge in the game that gets double teamed. Michael Parsons don't get double teamed. Miles
He
Garrett
got
don't get double
Rashad
teamed.
Gary on the other side.
TJ Watt don't get double teamed. Like, what are we doing here, bro?
Right. You know what the difference is? They got other guys that help. Aiden Hutchinson don't have the other guy on the opposite side of him. He doesn't.
Oh
So
my
you
God.
If you
can't.
ask Dan Campbell and Brad Holmes, he do.
Right. Come on.
Simpson.
We need the show to move along, so I'm not even gonna get into that. But
Hey. So
we will retouch that.
hold
We will
on.
retouch
Hold on.
that.
And
We will retouch that.
And hold on. And what's that guy that just went to the Philadelphia Eagles? That just went to the Eagles.
I can't even hear you, man.
The guy that wasn't gonna start on this team. Are you talking about that guy?
That guy that was supposed to be coming back for the Lions, but
He
he
wasn't
ended up
coming
signing
back.
with the Eagles.
He wasn't gonna
The
start.
Darius
He was gonna be
Smith.
a third down specialist.
Like I said, the guy that wasn't. If he did come back to the Lions, he wasn't gonna be starting. So what are we talking about? Was he gonna be starting over Hutch?
He would have been.
Talking
He would have
about
been on the
Darius
team.
Smith. He's talking
He
about
would have been on the
Darius Smith.
team.
We know who he's talking about. I'm just
Okay.
saying the guy wasn't going to be starting on the team, and we damn sure ain't paying a third edge $9 million in incentives
Why
or
would
not.
you pay it? Why would you? Okay, why would you
So,
pay him $9 million for 1 year? It's not like it was going to be 2 or 3.
Wake me up when we have a new argument about this, please.
bro, this argument is trash, bro. Y'all doing a real trash job at presenting this argument from y'all standpoint, because you're telling me about double teams like every elite edge in the league ain't double teamed. Like I don't get what you're talking
And
about.
that's what I was trying to.
Mike, but
And that's what I was trying to.
Okay, but you're saying okay, well it's not Aiden Hutchinson could do what he can do, and he didn't look. Jordan Love was looking like he was just in the pocket making throws when he making. You're like, dang, like what Aiden Hutchinson doing this, they was double teaming. What are he supposed to do?
Affect the
Like
game.
he
Affect
got
the game.
Davenport.
Yeah, you're supposed to hold up, man.
Davenport didn't do
I'm gonna
anything.
leave it at this. I'm gonna leave it at this because I'm done with all the Hutch crying. But what I expect from a number 2 overall pick of the draft and from a guy that's supposed to be a top edge in the league is to affect the fucking game. Like I don't know what else you want me to expect from the game. If you're talking about, I'll let you get your piece off. I'll let you get your piece off. It's my turn now. But if you want to get paid $40 million, like Michael Parsons got paid 47 or whatever it was. If you want to be 50 million, if you want to be a $50 million man, if you want to be the number 1 paid Hutch, you got to beat doubles. Hey, you know what? Chris, put that comment because he just said what I was about to say. You got to beat double teams, no excuses. I believe in Hutch. I believe in him too. I'm a Michigan fan. You got to do your job. You got to affect the game, man. You can't be coming at me talking about this man's going to be the highest paid edge in the league when he gets his new contract, but you're talking about he's getting double teamed. What you want him to do? What the fuck? Like, is he not elite edge or is he? Like, y'all got to make y'all mind up. Y'all got to make y'all mind up.
Daryl.
He's there.
Okay, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm here.
No.
Yeah.
What Mike is and I know you probably understand, but Mike's not saying that they don't get double teamed. He's being sarcastic. He's saying they are getting double teamed and they get right through the players. That's what he's saying.
I
So,
understand, but my thing is
but
though when
if my elite edge can't get double teamed, he ain't getting paid that money. You have no now if he's playing today and he's not beating the double teams. Are you going to come back and have that same conversation? Because we know that other teams have like a complementary edge, but if Watt or whomever it is getting double teamed still, that doesn't change the fact of who's on the other side because they're still double teaming him. Doesn't
and,
matter.
and Kristen, I understand where you're coming from, but we also got to remember too, Aiden Hutchinson came back from a significant injury
Hey,
last
can you let someone else get some
year.
points in, man?
Yeah, that's
Come
all I'm
on,
saying.
bro.
That's all I'm gonna
You
say.
know
I'm
why
gonna
you're
let
not?
Rich go. I'm gonna let Rich go. But I'm saying this, man. You cut this man some slack. Go ahead, Rich. Go ahead, Rich.
All right, let me get into this. I've been chomping at the bit here.
I know you
Go
have.
ahead, Rich. Tell him.
So, I will agree with everybody. All the good ones do get double teamed. That's facts. Also, we only had 6 pressures last week. He had half. Also, not every player is going to dominate every single game. You're not going to have a sack every game. That's just facts. Also, dude has not played a competitive game since week 5 of last year. Like, let's chill out. This guy is the most attacked guy that we got. But as soon as he does good, oh, that's my hatch. That's my hatch. No, y'all weren't saying that when he was fucking struggling. Like, let's keep the same energy. That's my dog, and I'm going to ride or die with Hutch. And Hutch we trust, baby.
Rich is
That
spot on,
shit is
Rich.
crazy.
Rich is
That shit
spot
is
on.
crazy. I'm sorry. That's crazy. That is crazy, bro. You got to have some production. I mean, if you're supposed to be one of the top at your position, you got to have the same kind of production as the top at your position, bro. You cannot be saying this dude's a top 3 edge, top 2, top 1, top 5, and he goes out there and you know what? I maybe seen him maybe once across my screen all last week. Like, I don't know if y'all guys seen him 10 times, 15 times. I don't know. Maybe y'all was watching a different game. I just did not see it. I'm not asking for this man to have a sack a week. I don't need him to have 20 sacks, 25, nothing like that. But just affect the game, bro. I saw Michael Parsons. I saw Michael Parsons come in, and we hype up Panay all day. Panay is one of the best right tackles in the game, one of the best offensive tackles in the game. Well, we know who won that matchup last week. And he was on limited snap count. He was on limited snap count and made more plays than I seen Hutch make last week. So,
but he's also played a game more. Like we're really not going to judge a guy who's coming off a leg injury.
bro, hey, we was eating up. I'm gonna let Dave go because he hasn't even been able to go. But we was literally coming out of camp, hearing all these stories from our media,
Hutch rule.
Media, the Hutch rule. Where the fuck was the Hutch rule in week 1? That's all I want to know.
That's a lot different, man.
Okay.
Practice is a lot different.
Hey,
all I know is
let Daddy go. Let Daddy go.
I know you ain't talking, Mr. Cutoff.
Let Daddy go, man. I agree with Rich. Rich made an excellent point, man. He coming off a significant injury. Man, come on, man. What are we talking about?
They weren't talking like that in the off season though, and y'all was eating
Come on,
it up.
number
So
one hater, what you got?
I'm not trying to hear that.
All right.
Me.
Me and you had this conversation 2 seasons ago. Is Hutch the guy or is he a guy? Correct?
I remember.
You remember that?
Correctly.
You
Yes,
remember
you
that
did.
conversation?
I remember
that. Yeah.
Okay. Now, if you go back to that same season, Hutch finished with what, like 11 and a half sacks 2 years ago? The year before he was injured last year, right? Am I correct? Something like that? Okay.
Yeah,
If you go back and you look at that season, Hutch had 5 sacks through 10, I want to say it was like 10 games that year.
Exactly. He got all those sacks at the end of the season.
At the end of that season last year, if you really look back at Hutch's performance, yes, he to me, he's a good edge. He's not an elite edge yet. To me, he's not. Now, he affects the game in more than just pass rush. We know he's a hell of a guy in the run game. But, man, unless he's sacking the quarterback, or whatever, Hutch kind of disappears a lot. Let's be honest. And this
You
is
trying
not
to say he's
hating.
inconsistent?
He's not. Hutch is not consistent. He's not. And I love Hutch. Like, I think he's a great guy, even though he went to that fucking school. But once you put on that Honolulu blue uniform, I don't care where you went to school. But as far as like Hutch being this elite guy, I don't think he's reached that status yet. Like, he was on that track last year before he got hurt. Don't get me wrong. What he did last year in those first 5 games, I don't think I've ever seen anything so dominant in my life. Like, he was dominant last year.
But even
But
the year before that you were talking about, I'm just adding context. I'm not.
I know
cutting
you are.
off.
I know you are. Go ahead.
He had that hip injury against Carolina.
He did
several
that.
weeks.
Yeah, that I do remember that tackle that dude laid on him fucked him up. It fucked him up.
That was bad. But what our defensive coordinator say this week when he was asked about Terrion Arnold?
If you hurt, get the hell out the game.
Exactly. You out there on the field, make an impact. I expect you to make an impact. And that year, like, I agree with Dave. Like, the only time he's been elite on a consistent basis was those 5 games last year. He looked like the best defensive player in football through those 5 games last year. Other than that, he is very spotty, bro. And every time somebody calls it out, all y'all do is put on your Hutch tears and cry. Like,
you're hating. You're hating.
I don't get it.
I'm not hating. If I was hating, I'd be calling him a bum like I do every other player. But I ain't calling him.
I just think it's I just think it's unfair to judge a guy coming off of a serious leg injury the first game and not playing in over a year. That's
I didn't expect him to come out and be dominant. Like,
but you wait on the hype that he been getting through training camp and everything else like that. You would think he'd be coming out dominant,
man. That's totally different.
But when you see who we've been going against with this front O line that we got right now,
it's still totally different.
And you see how Miami performed too in week 1. You start to think like, man, maybe the offensive line wasn't that good.
Yeah, he beat up on Miami's offensive line and Houston's offensive line. Both are garbage ass offensive.
Both are garbage. Both are. I feel so bad for CJ Stroud right now.
But but on the other hand, I think Hutch will bounce back. I will give him a little. I hate saying pass because I don't like giving any player a pass, but I will give him a break because he hasn't played since week 5. Rich is right. Practice reps are a hell of a lot different than game time reps, but you got to affect the game somehow, some way. He was non-existent last week. Like nothing. Hell, my boy Marcus Davenport looked more effective last week than Hutch did. And everybody knows I can't stand Marcus Davenport.
I agree. Hey, Rick. Outside the first snap of the game where he was in on that run stop, I did not see Hutch all game.
Nope.
Hey, Rich, be honest. How many games are you giving Hutch until you got to sit there and go, okay, what the hell?
All 17, the whole season.
I'm asking Rich because then once we get to a certain time frame, I'm gonna be like, now what, Rich? No more excuses. Like,
so
I want, because I know how Rich is. He's very tactical on how he talks about certain players. Game, like,
realistically, I want to see, just like I said about the offensive line, I want to see progression. So I want to see more today. I want to see some stats.
I said what game? I don't care what he does today. I want to know what game. Because then if you say I want to see what he does today, so that means today's the cutoff. Like, tell me what game, so that when we get to that game, I can go, what now, Rich?
I think it's realistic what I'm saying. Progression. You got to be better than you were last week. Next week versus Baltimore, you got to be better than you were this week.
So progression for you, Rich, would be he didn't have a tackle last week. If he gets one tackle or half a tackle this week,
half a tackle.
No, I want to see more effectively. Now, if he comes out, hold on. If he comes out, because I didn't put a number on it, I said I just want some. He needs to have some stats today. But if he comes out and plays the same way as he did last week, we can have a talk, because you should be going forward. You shouldn't be going back.
But that's the thing. If he only had 3 pressures, like Mike said, and no tackles, all he needs is one more pressure, and you'll be like, nope, he did a little bit better.
Man, pressures are overrated. Pressures
I'm
are
not putting a
overrated.
number on thing though. You want me to put a number on
That's
it?
because I know
I'm
how
putting an
you.
eye test on it.
He's not even asked you to put a number on the production. He's asked you to put a number on the amount of games. Like, are you giving 3 games, 4 games? Are you giving them
Because
half the
in
season?
4 games, if in 4 games we're still seeing just pressures and no sacks, and you're like, well, you know, he played against this team, and then he played against this team, and the guy on the other side is great, and he got triple T. Like, okay, the excuses have got to stop. I'm putting a game on it because at that point, there's no more excuses. What's taking so long?
See, and this is what I'm trying to get at. Like, you can affect a game without stats, technically.
You got to have at least pressures. You got to have at least pressures.
Man, pressures are overrated, dog. Unless
they are, but I'm at least giving
He
it.
wasn't doing that last week.
Rich, my bad, bro. I didn't mean to cut
He
you off. Go ahead.
wasn't affecting the game without stats last week.
I agree with you. I'm not disagreeing. That's why I'm saying, like, I want to see him have more of an impact this game. And then next game versus Baltimore, you got to have a little more impact. By weeks 5 or 6,
there we go.
We should be going.
So now we get the answer now.
We got it. We got it.
We got your answer.
One more thing to
That's
say
all
on
I
this.
asked for.
I got
you said
one more
5 or 6. I got the. That's all I was looking for.
We've been looking for that for the last 5 minutes, Rich.
Hey, Rich.
The last thing I'm going to say on the Hutch thing before we even watch this game and see what he's going to do today. You cannot tell me that this man is going to be making the highest money at his position at edge, and we got to sit here and debate week to week, game to game. Like, did you see the man? I'm just tired of it. We shouldn't be having these kind of discussions for somebody that's talked about as getting the bag and being a $50 million man, I guess, as Michael Parsons got 47. We should be having these kind of discussions for this particular player.
But let me say this: you're the only.
I gotta change the subject after this. Go ahead, DC.
After what you're saying is, you understand what you're saying about the Michael Parsons, but Michael Parsons didn't coming off a significant injury. He's just coming off of a trade and came to a different team. Aiden Hutchinson
You're
came off
still
a
expecting him to get a bigger bag than Michael Parsons.
Yeah, I'm not even comparing the injury or nothing like that. I'm comparing his spotty production, and like me and Dave said, this is not an issue just this season. This has been going on. Before those 5 games last year, that year prior, Dave was correct. Through like 10, 11 games, dude only had like 6.5 sacks, bro. And it ain't all about sacks, but if you're going to be that player where you're considered elite,
that's how you get paid.
Elite, right? Exactly. Elite edge is not just a run stopper. Elite edge is not just a run stopper. You got to set the edge. You got to stop the run, and you also got to get to the fucking quarterback. Like, let's not get it messed up. You know what the expectations are if you're considered elite at your position. You know what you got to do.
He'll be fine.
All right, next topic. All right. Got heated about Hutch. Just saying. Rich, I'm gonna start with you on this one, man. You know you gotta represent your boy. CC boy, you know, you said it. Who needs to step up on this D line and give Hutch some help? You feel?
I mean, it's got to be Hutch.
I said, who besides Hutch? Who you think needs to step up?
Oh, I'm just going off this. Besides, Davenport.
DC.
Everybody.
That's a cop out.
No, everybody.
You gotta pick one. Pick one.
I ain't no pick one. I'm saying everybody. Everybody.
We made Rich pick a week. You got to pick a player.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep.
Got your back, Rich.
Well, if I'm picking a player, I'm agree with Rich. Davenport.
Chris.
Only because I don't want to pick the same damn player. I'm gonna. I want to see DJ Reader, and I want to see second game Talik Williams.
I like that, Talik.
Chris, you a motherfucker. Because that's what I was going to say.
Sorry.
Tyreek Williams. Because if you look at Tyreek Williams, now, Mike, I don't know if you've seen the same stuff that I had seen, but if you watch Tyreek on film, bro, he didn't look that good either. Like
he didn't look that bad either.
I was
He
going to say,
wasn't.
I disagree. I seen a couple.
He
good
did not look
plays
that
from-
bad either,
I
Day.
didn't see a whole
I'm not-
film.
Can we stop with that? Every time somebody says they don't look that good, then we're not saying they look bad. I'm just saying they did not look that great. Like every time you criticize a player, oh, you're hating or you're saying he's not playing well. No, I'm saying he just did not live up to the expectations I have as a fan.
He's
Sorry.
not a top 15 D tackle, right, Richard? Is that
Right. No, he's trash. He's bum. Good one, Chris. Good one.
Go ahead, Day. Go ahead, Day. Get your point,
I
Day.
want to see more out of Tyleek this week. I do, and basically, I just want to see more out of that interior because with this lack of pass rushers or DNs that we have, that's where our strength is supposed to be. It's supposed to be our interior. Now I know we're missing a lean, which is kind of a bigger loss. I'm
Wingo
not as
back
high.
today, Day?
Yes, he's not on the inactive list, so he should be back today. Our strength is supposed to be our interior line. Yeah, Aleem's not back yet, which I'm not as high on Aleem as everybody else is, but he's still a big loss not to have in there. So I need our whole interior defensive line to step up.
Mike.
Hold on. Wait a minute. So when I say everybody, you was like, I gotta pick one. Nah, you say
I
gonna
did. I
say
picked
nah, the whole got to step.
Tyleek, and then I ended my statement with I need everybody to step up on that interior.
Mike.
So I tiptoe.
Yeah, the thing that's funny to me, the thing that's hilarious to me about the defensive line discussion when we talk about the Lions is the most protected player is supposed to be the best player on the team on that side of the ball, but everybody else gets more blame than he does. But to answer the question, I will go with Tyleek as well, and I agree with you, Dave. From what I saw last week, it was not impressive. Like I get he's a rookie, but he's a first round pick, and I was not blown away with anything I saw from other than his run defense, but I was not blown away. Anything I saw like pass rushing wise, it wasn't it, bro. Last week wasn't it through the TV copy or the all 22 film. When you're talking about the affecting the quarterback, it was nothing, and that's both interior guys. But I was real disappointed with Tyleek, so I hope he can pick it up this week, and hopefully we can get some interior pressure presence because it would help out the defensive ends a lot. But Hutch, bro, you're supposed to be an elite defensive end. I'm gonna need you to be an elite defensive end. That's just the end all be all.
Chris Burner said Tyleek Williams had a solid game for his first game. Want to see more each game. I hope Wingo can get some run at the edge today as well.
The thing that I would want to see from Tyleek, I liked what he did in the run game, but like we were saying, what was heard about Hutch in training camp, we've heard the same thing about Tyleek and his pass rush, right? I want to see that part.
All right, let's get through one more question before we get just.
Can we hold on before we move on real quick? Can we just say fuck our media because our media obviously is giving us false hope. You know what I'm saying? Like the Hutch rule, this, that. Like come on, man. I don't like our media.
I look up at ESPN game day, and
don't do it, Rich.
Gibbs stats up there from last week. Ugh.
Yeah, I want you to say, don't do it. It's nasty. Don't do it.
All right, question for y'all, because I felt like this was kind of 2-play drive for a touchdown and both with passes. So that made me question this: like, how do our secondary match up against the Bears wide receivers this week? And I'm gonna start with you first, DC.
Okay, how our secondary match? Oh man, like you said, it starts with our defensive line. If defensive line get pressure on the quarterback, I say make it secondary, do their job as supposed to. It starts with the defensive line. That's to me. If we don't get pressure on Caleb Williams, Bears ain't got outside of DJ Moore, those other receivers doesn't scare me. So we get pressure on the defense line, get pressure on Caleb Williams. It's a lot easier for our secondary to take care of business, do what their job is supposed to do.
Rich.
Yeah, we're gonna have to play better because overall I think the Bears receivers are better than the Packers. So we're gonna have to play better. That's DJ Reader got to play a better game. I'm not DJ Reader, excuse me, DJ Reed. And let's
And
be
that is
honest,
pretty close.
I didn't remember seeing too much of Kirby last week either. If we're totally being honest, so I want to see better communication, and they're going to have to play. Your playmakers are going to have to. That's why they're getting paid. Go make your money. Go earn it. If we're going to be hard on one guy, we got to be hard on everybody. Everyone was hard on him, and I didn't hear too many people, either on Twitter, general chats, talk about Kirby, because I don't recall seeing him at all.
You're 100% right. 100% right.
Yeah, I'm gonna say our secondary does match up pretty well, but I will say a couple things. We got to be better at communication. Kirby, when I watched him, I didn't have an issue with Kirby. He was kind of avoided, to be honest. But I didn't have an issue with him. I had more of an issue with the cornerback play. And one of my issues I saw is if you're going to be up and press, can you please press the fucking receiver? I don't get the point of being up in the receiver's face and not getting hands on the receiver. You got to get hands on the receiver, and we got physical cornerbacks to do it. So if you're going to be up and press, that's all I ask. Can you fucking get your hands on the receiver? Because if you're up and press and you don't get your hands on the receiver and he's running behind you, yeah, that's kind of pointless. So I want to see us get back to being aggressive, and if we're going to be playing man and if we're going to be playing press man, can you please press your fucking man?
I'm gonna agree with Daryl. Man, it all starts with our D line, really, and how we can match up with these guys. Because it don't matter if you've got prime Dion back there, prime, I don't know, name some other top corners. You know what I mean? If you can't get enough, exactly. That's good pull.
Zell Rivas.
It don't matter who you got back there. You can't expect these DBs to cover for 4, 5, 6 seconds, man.
I agree with that.
But as far as matchup, now somebody said it earlier, these receivers don't scare you. It's not about being scared. It's about you got to honor these guys. These guys are good, up and coming guys. Rome Odunze, he's a good young receiver. I like Rome coming out. A lot of people didn't, said he was not going to be good. I think Rome is good. DJ Moore, obviously, he's a stud.
Yeah.
Luther Burden, if he gets some run today, he can get you.
Cole Kmet and Colston Loveland are solid.
I don't know about Loveland, but I know about Kmet.
Get out of here!
I had to throw that in there. But the Bears, they got weapons, and obviously we know what Ben can do with those weapons. He's very good at scheming people open. Very good at scheming people open. But I think if you want to go matchup for matchup, one-on-one, I think our corners have the potential to match up very well. I'm with Mike. If you're going to be in man coverage, jamming a guy, get your fucking hands on him. You're giving the dude a free release, and you're 3 yards in front of him on the line of scrimmage. Why are you giving him a free release? Why? Get your hands on him, slow him down, throw him off. Because if you could throw him off, you're most likely going to throw Caleb off.
And I'm gonna say this right quick. And back to David's point about the Bears receivers. I'm not saying they're not their other receivers are not talented. I'm not saying that, which they are. But I know DJ Moore is a stud. But like I said, the rest of those guys, when I mean it, don't scare me. They got weapons. They gonna beat us, and obviously anybody can in any given Sunday. But all I'm saying is that outside of DJ Moore, I just don't see those other receivers that can beat our secondary. But I go back to the point I said earlier. It starts with our defensive line. It started with our defensive line getting pressure on Caleb Williams. Go ahead, Rich.
Chris.
I don't have much to say because most of the guys have touched at all the points. There's not. I mean, it's pretty basic. Our defensive line has to get pressure. I'm just gonna reiterate what Mike and Dede said. The press man stuff. If you're not knocking the guys off their routes and screwing up the timing, it makes it easier for the quarterback and the receiver. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Mm-hmm. You gotta throw.
All right. Before we get to our last topic, I thought throwing the ball at me. But before we get to our last topic, I do want to give our jersey giveaway out. Chris, you
Me?
want to announce the winner?
I didn't. Well, I didn't have it. I didn't even know there was a winner. Lion King A. Williams. Congratulations. Now, she's please inbox us at Lions Fan Report so that way we can get your name, your shirt size, and all that kind of stuff. So we can get out and get you a jersey. We're gonna need your but you're
There's
gonna
got to
have
be
to
a time limit.
Yeah, I was just about to say you got
Okay.
you got a week to get it to us. Otherwise, we're gonna have to pick somebody else. So please make sure that you're subscribing and you're listening, and please DM us at Lions Fan Report
On Twitter.
on Twitter. Well, DM I think, but yeah, okay, gotcha. Yeah, on Twitter. Sorry.
All right. Last topic before we head out here. Rich gonna get our score predictions. No, Chris, you don't give them. So I'm gonna let Rich start us off. Score predictions of the day, Rich.
Rich, did you even get to say anything about our secondary?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Bro, I wasn't skipping nobody.
Man, shut your Ohio State ass up and let Rich talk.
Hey, shut up, you goddamn almost lost to Tennessee yesterday. Go ahead.
Hey, 35 minutes to game time.
Yeah, go ahead.
Man, I'm on the same what Dave said at the beginning of the show. Man, I'm so done with predictions, everything. Man, I just predict a win.
Yep.
I accept that. DC.
I'm with Rich.
You a Lions hat? You got a Lions hat in this picture with no Lions hat, so you ain't shit. Go ahead. You your score.
I agree. I agree with Rich and Dave. Man, just win the game. Just win the game.
Mike, you the only bold one that's gonna give a score on it. Me and you. Does everybody want to cop out?
You know what? I kind of feel where they coming from. I'm gonna say win two. I'll give a score though. I'll say, give me. Let's see. I think the offense is gonna be out the proof point. Give me 31. Give me 31. 17 or 20. Give me 31-17. I'll go with that.
Yeah, I said 28, 17. You feel me? But I appreciate the almost 200
What
people
about
we got.
Chris?
What about
Chris?
They
that?
said he don't give predictions. I said that before I even said.
Okay, well, I want to hear his W at least. Let the man speak.
Oh, like I don't speak. Go ahead, Paul. That's a
Typical Ohio State.
Of course, I don't get the main screen, but that's okay. You know, like Richard did last.
Oh, you sound like Rich. I ain't on this shit. Go ahead, man.
Lions by a field goal. Does that make you guys feel better?
There you go.
No, that's too close to the goddamn game.
That's okay.
Where's the win at the end of the day?
Listen. Since last week, every game's going to be close. I think a lot of most of our games are going to be close. So I'm just at the end of the day. Until I see a blowout, it's going to be close games.
Yeah.
Since Rich got something way away, I'll run in production. I'm gonna let you end the show. You make everybody tell them where they at, and you can end the show.
All right, here's my prediction because
My bad, Dede.
skipping on me because I'm not on screen.
Yeah, Dede. Rich got me in my feelings.
Oh,
We're gonna get the dub.
Hey, of course you're Ohio soft. Of course.
We're gonna get the dub. 45-31. We're having a shootout today.
Talk about no defense. Holy smokes.
Hey.
Oh, Kelly Shepard, he'll be flipping in that next interview. But go ahead, Rich. You got it.
All right, we're gonna let everyone tell us where you can find them at. Thank you for everybody watching our show today. Hit subscribe and catch us on our NFL show on Tuesday.
You forgot about the post game show.
Thank you. We got the post game show. Do we got a time?
45 minutes to an hour right after the game.
All right. As Mr. Bandit said, 45 minutes to an hour after the game. We will see you today after that Lions W. You can catch us on the NFL show on Tuesday. Are we doing What Up, Doe on Friday?
No, not. It's not.
All right, we're skipping that this week, but we got the
Wednesday.
Central Crown on Saturday. We got Wednesday,
LFR.
we got the LFR show with Tori and Sky. And next Sunday again, we'll be on the pregame show. And no, it'll be Monday, right? Because of Monday Night Football.
Monday, you got
Next Monday, you'll catch us for the pregame and the postgame Lions show. Chris, tell us where you're from or where they can find you at.
it. You
You can find me on X God, you got me. I'm so used to Bandit doing it, you threw me off. You can find me on X at Crazy Hockey Fan, or you can find me on Instagram at OnePrideNation_24.
Mike, go ahead.
You can find me on X at OnePride_JR.
Bandit.
Y'all know you're gonna find me at Detroit Fan Report on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube.
Eagle fan, tell us where we can find you at.
You can find me at Daryl Simpson 1988 on X, and also you can find DC Christopher on Facebook and on Instagram as well, man. I won't be joining on the post game show. I gotta be I'll be on the Eagles watching the Eagles game tonight.
Wow, what happened to that bird?
Oh my God.
Go ahead.
So I won't be on the post game show. I'm gonna be watching the Eagles game after the Lions get the dub. So I'll be listening though, but I will be joining. So I got to see what the Eagles gonna be doing today. Take care of the Chiefs. You know, I got my score prediction with the Eagles and Chiefs. Eagles
We
gonna win
don't
by a field goal.
care.
We don't care about Ohio State.
Go ahead, Jay.
All right, Jay, let us know where we can find you at, sir.
You can find me right here, man. Sometimes you can find me on Twitter at Markham246, but 99% of the time you can just find me right here, man. Let's go get this dub today. And the good words of Isaac on Twitter, fuck the Bears, man.
Fuck the Bears.
Fuck the Bears.
Hey, Daddy, go Bulldogs.
That goes without being said.
Go Bulldogs, baby.
Go blue. Go blue.
Go
Nah, we don't need to
blue.
say that.
Go green,
That should
go
be
white. Go
Go
green,
green,
go
go
white.
white. Go Bulldogs.
Hey, everybody
Go
stop.
white,
Everybody
go
stop.
green,
Everybody
go
stop.
white.
Everybody stop. At the end of the day,
Fuck the Buckeyes.
I ain't saying nothing about the Buckeyes. You got your boat. You let me speak. At the end of the day, is go Lions. But that's it, y'all.
It is.
Yeah.
No matter who we
That's it.
root for, no matter who we root for on Saturdays, we all root for the same team on Sundays.
You can find me on X at Riggs928. Thank you everybody for watching. We'll see you after this Lions dub. Go Lions.